Charlie representative from VinCommerce. On behalf of my son, I would like to say thank you for joining today's negotiation. And I'm Johnson, Head of Strategy at Mason, and joining me on Ms. Munyao, Chief Operations Advisor, and our two supporting members, Mr. Rodrigo and Mr. External Finance. And our topic today is about management structure and operational control of VinCommerce retail system. And we hope that this discussion will be collaborative, transparent, and structured, leading us to a solution that ensures the efficiency of business, and we can also maintain the existing value of VinCommerce.
Thank you to the Mason team who are being here today. So representing VinCommerce, our delegations include myself, acting as strategy advisor. We also have Mr. and our head of operations, and we have joined by Ms. Yi and our meeting on the nation tour, and the last we have Ms. B in legal. So VinCommerce is fully commissioned to ensure a smooth and stable transition. However, we know that it is a sensitive period, right? So we hope that today's discussion will lead to clean and mutually beneficial arrangement from both companies.
So one of our concerns when deciding to invest in VinCommerce is the profit problem. So we all know that VinCommerce had not been able to deliver a good profit for 4 years, starting from 2016 to 2019. So I think that this is one of the urgent problems that we need to structure the system as soon as possible. So that is why Masan, we propose to have a fully control on the operational at the very first stage. And of course, we still want to keep team retained it because we all know that it's very important to keep the culture aligned. And of course, it still have to base on the quarterly performance evaluations.
So if you said current team would be conditionally retained at the first day and can accept the proposal because it's so unfair to evaluate the team based on accounting profits and economy, especially in the context of an investment and to gain market, expand market. So the team understand the system and practical customer behavior and internal operating process. So if Masan will take it's less to minimum to 12 to 18 months to learn all the operational data and really know customer behavior. So the opportunity cost is too high. So the VinCommerce team has successfully managed over 3,000 point retail point even during the most challenging period, and they are an integral part of the company.
So we demand that the entire operational leadership must be retained at least for 12 months. I know that during the transition period, this team must be empowered in the field of supply chain and these contributions.
So starting from a business perspective, we are understand it fully, but we also understand that VinCommerce current financial actually raise some of the concerns. So that's why it's very important to recognize these challenges came from the comparison in order to build one of the strongest retail platforms in Vietnam.
So, however, this must be able to realistic. This business has lost over 17,000 billion in 4 years. So we cannot invest billions without alternative to restructure and drive change from day one.
That's a fair point. So that's why we, Masan, will propose a balanced transition. Okay. So Masan would like to have a authority over the strategic operations starting immediately. And of course, to ensure all the continuity and knowledge transfer, we still want to retain part of the current team, but only for 6 months. And this will depend on their performance, and of course, will help maintain the operational stability in the very first stage.
So to make it clear, the loss of VinCommerce were not caused by a quick employee because they result mainly from an aggressive expense strategy. So despite external challenges such as COVID-19 and higher costs, retail or rental costs, so our operation team still maintains 85% customer retention rate at a long-established store and have V90 loyalty program, which has over 80.7 million members. So Masan analysis is valid, but we believe that 6 months is too short to assess the system and complex VinCommerce. Removing the employee 6 months or not having a commitment, that will destroy everything we do. And we need 12 months to keep the team in play and maintain control over supply chain and distribution.
So I agree with my list. If Mason insists on cutting its shocks, we will find out a partner who understands the value of the corporations. 6 months very short to fail, right? The team is the foundation. So without them, the deal is collapse. If Mason doesn't agree, at least 12 months, so we don't. We find out a partner who value the system that we have built, not to try to improve over it. The risk is so great to move forward, otherwise you can ignore.
So if you if you believe that VinCommerce can quickly find a suitable partner, well, I completely respect that. But based on our analysis, VinCommerce is urgently needs a strong ecosystem like Masan to survive, especially in today's highly competitive retail landscape. And if we cannot secure timely control, we prepare to walk away and we redirect our investment in other chains like Footlong, etc. The efficiency must be higher and the cost significantly lower, I believe.
So we understand that Masan is a strategic partner with a strong potential, and we respect your idea and your decisions. However, we are managing one of the largest retail network in the country with a lot of major investment partners that support us, and we have a capability to choose the right partner. So we have a lot of strong collaboration, like I said, on top of the Masan team. So Masan needs the VinCommerce system to expand the market, which and gain access to major investment partner that VinCommerce had already established. But to show our willingness to negotiate and desire to build a win-win deal. So we propose a balanced solution. We agreed to retain the team in 6 months and originally discussed by Masan, but Masan needs to provide a written commitment that if the operational team achieve agree upon KPI during this period, they will be retained long term.
Agreed. Additionally, we propose that both parties will jointly create a clear KPI framework with representatives with both companies, Masan and VinCommerce, right? So the KPI should not only based on the financial performance, but it also has based on another factor like operational factors such as customer delivery retention or the employee retention.
So we can agree to that. So Masan is willing to provide a written commitment, of course. And however, there's something that needs to be clear from the first stage. We also accept your proposal to join a bill KPI framework, and of course we both signed and voted. Yeah, and the transparent result will be reviewed quarterly. And one more thing to avoid any ability. Okay, so after 3 months, okay, if the team fails to exceed over 60% of the total KPIs target, then I think that Masan will still have the rights to replace the entire team, and that is no exception.
Okay, we accept this with the condition that the KPI not should based on the financial target, but it must also include customer retention rate. The second is delivery speed, and the final is the retention rate of the key employee that we have built for long term. Right, okay?
So I just said KPI should be based on customer retention rate, delivery speed, and retention rate of key employees. So we fully agree. Let's structure a KPI with about 70% on financial performance, and the rest will be on operation. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So thank you, Mr. and Ms. Lee, for working us from differences to consensus, and this will no doubt serve a strong and transparent foundation for a sustainable partnership moving forward.
Thank you to the VinCommerce team for today's open and constructive discussion. We reached consensus on several key points, including first, Masan will assume strategic control of the entire retail system immediately following the merger. Second, VinCommerce current and senior level management will be retained for the first 6 months, and with a shared commitment to performance evaluation beyond solely developed KPIs. Third, the KPI framework will weigh financial metric at 70% and operational metric at 30%, and ensuring a fair and comprehensive assessment. And the last, after 3 months, its performance targets are not met at least 60% off, and Masan reserves the right to adjust personnel following a clear and transparent roadmap. And we believe this marks a positive step forward and lay a solid foundation for long-term success for both parties.
One more party have achieved it not just a transfer agreement, but a foundation for long-term strategic partnership. VinCommerce will actually collaborate to ensure an effective and stable transition, and we hope that Masan will always uphold the spirit of respecting the people and core value of the system.
It has been a pleasure to work with you today.
So thank you for
being here today.
this negotiation. So what we got in this negotiation, we found on core interests, consistently defend the need to retain the operational team and maintain decision-making authority during the transition, just like VinCommerce successfully protect employee interests. And we clarify the reason loss were not caused by the team employee, and back a human with the real data and achievement, balancing logic and emotional appeal. It's like by planning hard data, for example, 85% is like that, and willing to compromise with structural condition, agree to Masan 6 months proposal, and provide by KPI joint development by VinCommerce, and showing a constructive win-win approach.